Ready.
We got it here.
Yep, we see it good. We're ready.
Mute us, they can hear us. Everybody, and welcome here from the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia. We are here for the first time at the Firman Power Equipment booth at Dreamhack Atlanta. Who is ready to see some sim drifting here from some of the best drivers all over the world? Joe Pirro. We are here for the first time in the flesh, in person, and we are going to get to see a double elimination bracket of some of the best drivers that sim drifting has to offer.
I am so excited, Arrow. We're out here, Keenan. I'm so sorry. We've been calling each other gamer tags, names. It doesn't matter, but we're out here. We're in Atlanta. We're driving on virtual Atlanta, and I believe we're doing the first ESDA double elimination bracket. So if you lose, you still get a chance to come back and take it all. Today is just for fun and pride, and we have some of the best drivers from ESDA driving today.
Speaking of which, let me run you down that driver's roster real quick. We got Ethan Minima, who made the push for your 2023 championship, unfortunately just falling a little bit short. Darius Ostrega, always a threat in any competition that man enters into the Esports machine. We got Rashandi Andrea representing Kyle Mohan Racing, and Samuel Guns in that beautiful S15 Sylvia. Austin Zalewski in the C6 Corvette going to be going against Kevin Reinau in the FDRX7. You're going to recognize if anyone in the crowd has watched from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift a little bit. And the last battle on deck, probably one of my favorites, one of our strongest pushers in the season, Cameron Mustard in the Jet Speed R32, going against the Wonder Kid in the BMW E36 for a Schuko Drift family, Nico Stalia.
And I am so excited. The Wonder Kid is out here. Honestly, all of these drivers have been a highlight of the entire season, so it's so exciting to just see what a normal top 8 would be here. All of these drivers have gone out and just really killed it.
And if you've never been here before, you've never seen sim drifting before,
might have lost our internet, folks. Let's see. This is just part of what we have. So we're gonna see. We are buffering right now on Keenan's end, but do not worry. We're out here, and again, some of the best drivers out here. We got RX-7s, we got Skylines, we got some S chassis, we got some Supras. Whatever kind of car you're into, you will see it here today at Esports Drift Association. We got real, big esports going on behind us, so we're gonna show them what's up about the sim drifting scene, especially some esports drifting. As we again watching some of our best drivers drive. Rashandi Andrea, I believe in that RX-8, one of my favorite cars on the grid. And man, I am so excited, Keenan. Just imagine what kind of driving we're going to see today.
a lot of these drivers are well aware of the stakes today. Not only are we representing the sim drifting, not only representing Next Level Racing, Moza Racing, 3D Rap, everybody who supports us, not only representing ESDA, we are representing drifting as a whole. A lot of people have never seen this sport to the degree that we're doing today. A lot of people just know it from Initial D or maybe from going to an event or two. But these drivers are some of the best drivers in the world. The hundreds of hours behind the sim, so much experience, so much knowledge And if you are here, you can hear my voice. Go and jump in one of our sim rigs. We are giving away a Firman Power Equipment 0E today as well, worth about $3,000. And all you got to do is sit in the rig, and we've got Poseidon and Taps out there coaching to see if we can get you around the track a little bit better than when you sat down.
Exactly. Come on, put some faces to the voices. I met Taps today. I met Keenan this weekend. We met everyone, so come on by if you are local. Anyone that sits in our rig again does get an entry to win a Firman 0E power unit worth about $3,000. What a deal. Now, we're powering our rig off one today, which is kind of cool. We got battery-powered drifting Keenans.
Yeah, a little bit better than that Camaro a couple years ago. I think.
Hey, man,
and everybody else watching us at home. The same room, we still talk over each other. Excellent. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for supporting us as well. If you are in the Atlanta area, we are going to be here tonight and tomorrow, here till about 6 or 7 tonight, post event. So come say hi. I will put my name on a piece of paper if you want to. And again, you can put your name in for one of those Firman 0E power generators. And thank you. We're going to say this all day. A big thank you to Firman Power Equipment, because if it wasn't for them, we would not be here and able to showcase this wonderful, wonderful sport to everybody here and everybody at home.
That is for sure. What a wonderful weekend hanging out with that crew, hanging out with our crew, meeting all the lovely people here at Dreamhack after getting to know all these lovely drivers online. So now, I think, are we just warming up or waiting for judges? Keenan, do we have any insight as to what's going on?
I think we're just getting ready to get started here, Joe. Again, this looks a little bit familiar to some of you motorsports fans. This is Road Atlanta, just northeast of here in Brazelton, Georgia, the location of the Formula Drift Atlanta event in early May. If you could you can go out there and see a hi to watch the drifting in real life, but it's the same exact course. A couple little banners changed, but I love this track. I'm so stoked we get to run an event here this year. A huge entry here to turn number 1, and then obviously 10A, 10B paved exclusively for drifting about 10-15 years ago. So this track is deemed in history in North American drifting, and I would argue global drifting, and always puts on a show.
Yes, one of my favorite tracks of all time. Very challenging. We've been watching people here trying to drive this well. I know I was trying to drive it in some of these cars last night. I couldn't even get through the start gate after 6 tries. So what we're seeing today is going to be top-level sim drifting. Some of the best drivers, some of the coolest cars, some of my favorite people to hang out with and just enjoy what this motorsport is that is drifting. This little niche within a niche that we all love. As we're getting ready to go and just getting it, I think our judges are ready. So again, can you remind me who our first battle is going to be today?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 of the best sim drifters in the world for you today, and 2 out by our booth. But our first battle, huge implications, as you see on screen right now, in the yellow S15 for Esports, one of the strongest teams in the sim drifting scene. Darius Ostrega going to be representing them today. This is a guy that could outright win any event that he comes to, an absolute threat no matter what car, no matter what location. And going up against him, a championship hopeful, an ESDA championship hopeful from this season. Huge resurgence from this team, and they're becoming a force to be reckoned with. Is Ethan Minima in that, whether you like it or you hate it, Supra 8.6 hybrid with a Ford V8 behind it. He's made that car work for him this season. A huge, big season for him. Rookie of the year for ESDA as well, and it's awesome to be able to see here and help us represent the sport of drifting.
Oh, for sure. One of the cars that grew on me as the season went on. Super happy to see it, especially as we see Kevin Ryan now ahead of him too, just shooting 6-foot flames. One of my favorite parts of sim drifting, just having crazy flames coming out of everything. And again, both these drivers doing great. Everyone's warming up. And I also hear that we have a spawns cam just going on, so we will have some drone instant replays as well. Really cool. Come check it out. And again, we're doing a top 8 double elimination bracket, so even if you see your favorite driver lose in their first battle, they will come back later and be able to battle for a slot in the top final battle. I am so excited. The drivers are lined up. I think our judges are ready. I think everyone's ready, so I think we're ready to get on with this first battle of the day.
Who's ready to see some live drifting here from the Power Equipment booth here at Esports Drift Association?
I love it when there's live drifting in line. Woo! And the crowd goes wild, Keenan. as I think we are.
I mean, you're the crowd. You're also the crowd, so yeah.
I am the crowd, as we're getting a quick server reset to make sure we have everything we need ready. None of the cars will freak out. All of our internet connections are right, and we will start sending these cars. I am so excited to see some competitive drifting today.
All right, first on the board once again, Darius Ostraka, Ethan Minima. Ethan Minima are going to be your first lead here, and if you've never experienced double elimination before, a lot of you watching who are familiar with fighting games are going to laugh at me when I'm explaining this, because it is really new for us on the esports drift side. But you have to lose twice to be eliminated from this competition. So everyone's going to battle once, and all the losers are going to go to the losers bracket, and everyone's going to continue to go until we get to our grand final. We'll be able to keep you a little bit more clarified as we go, but in the grand finals, the winner of the losers bracket and the winner of the winners bracket I'll go head to head, and if the loser of the winner of the losers bracket wins, the bracket gets reset and it goes again, much like a one more time. And if that guy wins again, then they win the overall event. So just because someone loses does not mean they're out of the way to win this Dreamhack Atlanta Firman Power Equipment exhibition event here from the World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia.
That is right. And maybe we have some viewers who are not familiar with what sim drifting is. It's more of a figure skating versus the racing speed skating. All you got to do, two drivers go to battle. They must drive the prescribed line from the judges as closely, smoothly, and rapidly as possible. The chase driver will then try to mimic the lead driver as best as possible. And then they will come back, flip positions, and do it again. And then a panel of 3 judges will come and decide who will either win, lose, or get an OM time one more time, and then just wipe those first runs off the book and do it again. Judging by the caliber of the drivers today, I have to imagine we will be seeing more than a few one more times today.
Yeah, I don't blame him. We got a stacked judging group here today as well. We are ready to send here. So in the lead position, each driver will get one chance to lead, one chance to chase, and the better driver out of those 2 runs will take the win. So Ethan Minima going to be in the purple and pink Supra GT86 hybrid, and following in the yellow Urta Esports S15 is Darius Ostraka. They're going to get 2 runs. The winner of these 2 runs will be moving on, and the loser will be the first in the losers bracket.
We will see 2 drivers that could easily go all the way. Honestly, any of this top 8 could go all the way. I cannot get more excited for this battle. I feel like I've seen this battle so many times. So if Ethan Minima in the Toyota 8986 up against Darius Ostraka in that Nissan Silvia. Oh my gosh. So Ethan in the purple car, Darius in the yellow car, and I think we're ready to rip.
We are waiting on the the commands from the judges. We are waiting to be sent here for the first ever live event for Esports Drift Association. The first run, here we go. Ethan Minima in the lead position. Darius Ostraka giving chase, heading down the chute here. Road Atlanta. Big entry from Ethan Minima, but right on the door immediately is Darius Ostraka. Get ready, because they're going to be close all day. Not getting all of that inner clip was Ethan Minima, but way wide into the horseshoe, just on the outside line. Nice job from Ethan, but right on the door is Darius Ostraka pushing in the chase position, not letting Ethan Minima get anywhere. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Esports Drifting.
What an amazing run number 1. They threw it in, coming on through Ethan Minima, really putting down a great lead. And what a great lead enables is an amazing chase run, and Darius Ostraka taking full advantage of that run, almost looking like they're gonna make some contact through the keel, but they do not. And again, what an amazing run number 1 here at Dreamhack Atlanta, here at the Firman Power Booth unit. So excited to see it. And again, let's take a look at our eye in the sky, the true serum, if you will, Keenan. As we are going on through, again, look at this coming through, down through the keyhole. What an amazing run. Cannot imagine what is going on here. What's going through their minds, getting ready for throwdown, and another amazing run number 2.
All right, switching positions here again. Each driver is going to get a chance to lead and a chance to chase. Then it goes to our team of 3 judges. And those judges are going to determine whether they think that one driver was better than the other, or if it's too close, they will go to sudden death. They will go one more time. So they're flipping back around here at the top of the hill at Road Atlanta and getting ready for the second run of this first battle here at Esports Association Dream Invitational.
As our drivers, man, they are really good at parking up stylishly after a whole season of doing it, really playing up for the camera, which, as we know, that is part of sim and competitive drifting in general. So all of our drivers getting ready as we are going to swap places. Dario Sostreka will be leading now. Ethan Minima will be in the chase. Cannot wait to see what happens. So we're getting ready for run number 2. We're getting a read done now. As we're getting ready. As we are getting ready, we're just having a few little technical things on our side. As now we are ready to go. So we are going to have to redo a run. We're sorry about that, a little delay on our end. Again, this is arguably Sim Drifting's first in-person event. So we're just getting lined up. Darius Ostreka in the lead. We got Ethan Minima in the chase. Super excited to see that. And let's see what happens here as we get ready for run number 2 here at Dreamhack Atlanta, at Road Atlanta. I think we are ready to go. Let's see what happens here as they are lined up there, Revin. I am so excited to see this run. To see this here, Dreamhack.
So second run here, and Ethan Minima is going to be chasing Darius Ostreka. Solid job from Darius in the chase, but Darius a lot more angle, but Ethan's going to push the proximity right to the door of Darius Ostreka. Darius one away from that. On a little bit of contact on the exit of the keyhole. They're going to run a little bit wide, keep it all together, and push over the line. Big angle from Darius Ostreka, but arguably, Ethan Minima with the proximity advantage if you're comparing chase to chase.
I would have to do that as we get our replay up and ready to go here. Let's get that up in front of us today. And here we go. Let's take a look at that replay. Again, what a great run. Darius Ostreka with the amazing lead run. I think Ethan Minima maybe not capitalizing as much as he could in a chase run like that at the start at least, but gets right up to that door. Really great. Again, Darius Ostreka, definitely a professional, not worried at all about that bright pink atrocity that's behind him, as I think we are going to get working on some judging calls here, and we will have our first battle today here at Dreamhack Road Atlanta. Yes, again, let's take a look at again, some stylish parking today. I don't know. I wish that Toyota really had that big wang on it all season. It's the big wang gang all day, man. Getting ready to go. As it seems Keenan might have some friends in the booth today.
Yeah, I've got Poseidon and Taps. I got Hugo Black and Kawane Ebanks. Our two coaches, our two pros who are on scene today, are at the rig today. So you want to give drifting a go? You've got the two right people here for you. They'll be able to get you uncomfortable in drifting and sim drifting here in our Moza Racing Next Level Racing rig, provided by Moza Racing and Next Level Racing at the Firman Power Equipment booth. So we are just waiting for a judging call, and we do have a decision here, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to win the first ever Dreamhack Atlanta Esports Drift Association Invitational battle? Will it be Ethan Minima? Will it be Darius Ostreka? Sela, our first battle says. Going to go to Ethan Minima. Gavin going to go with. Also, Ethan Minima. Ethan Minima is going to take your first win here in the Road Atlanta Esports Drift Association Dreamhack Atlanta Firman Power Equipment Invitational. It was not unanimous. Darius Ostrega is going to be reeling after that one, and ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see someone pull through that loser's bracket.
Oh, for sure. And again, I don't think the losers bracket today will be any easier than a normal top 8 in ESDA. Again, all the drivers here today are the top of their game. It is awesome. We have some drivers here that couldn't make it because they're here in real life, but what an amazing first battle today. So I think we're getting ready for run number 2 here. Another 2 amazing drivers here, as we have Rashandi Andrea up against Samuel Guns, 2 amazing drivers, and I cannot wait to see this next battle, Keenan.
Yeah, that's going to be Rashandi Andrea in the Kyle Mohan Racing RX-8. If you recognize the livery on that car, if there's any Formula Drift fans watching, Formula Drift fans out here at Dreamhack, he is one of the esports drivers, one of the 2. William Holloway usually driving that FD RX-7, so in the RX-8 is going to be Rashandi Andrea, a driver once again who has just been improving and improving and improving ever since he's made his way into Esports Drift Association. And up against him, talking about another guy who's been improving hand over fist, is Samuel Guns. Again, every time he gets behind the wheel, he gets just progressively more impressive. One of the best looking vehicles on our grid as well. As again, this is going to be, it's a really good pairing here for our second battle.
Oh, I do have to agree. Honestly, Keenan, you point out Samuel Gunn's car looks amazing, and I'm not trying to take away from him when I'm saying this, but I think all of the cars, during all of these sim drifting events, everyone puts so much passion and effort into their cars to show off their creativity, not just through how their car looks, but also their driving as well. That's one of my favorite parts about a competitive drifting event just like this. So we have Rashandi Andrea and the Kyle Mohan Racing RX-8. Honestly, I know not a lot of people like it, and they are off, Keenan.
And here we go, first battle, first run of the second battle. Already a gap formed from Rashandi Andrea. Big initiation from Rashandi. You're going to see Samuel Guns cut that first corner and the second corner just a little bit to try to close proximity. But Rashandi Andrea on the angle in the world as Samuel Guns finally closes the gap to the Kyle Mohan Racing driver. Transition right across the bumper and a little bit of contact to the door of just, hey, how you doing? Right across the bumper once again. And Samuel Guns did not quite have the proximity that first half of that run. Rashandi took advantage through big angle, and it was a deal of 2 runs, I think, there, Joe, heading into the back half.
And we're going to definitely have to see this Spawns FPV drone replay. So Rashandi Andrea just lighting the fires, kicking the tires, ripping through the first half of this run. Samuel Guns almost lost in the smoke in that Nissan S15, but now starting to make some proximity through the top of the keel. We go through really close through the transition, and here there was a little bit of contact. I can't really tell if it was Rashandi slowing down or Samuel Guns speeding up in the contact, so that will be a big part in the judging call as we are lined up ready for you. Samuel Guns in the lead, Rashandi Andrea in the chase, and let's see what happens here now that the turntables are turned here at Road Atlanta.
Switching positions once again, each driver gets a chance to lead, a chance to chase. Leading, you got to focus and run an ideal line that we went over in the driver's meeting. That's where those codes, those hash marks on the racetrack are for. Chase driver just has to get as close as possible. Let's see if Rashandi Andrea can seal the deal here, or if Samuel Guns can.
Oh my gosh.
Big angle from Samuel Guns. Rashandi drops strip. He zeroes out in the chase position. Samuel Guns, big initiation. Rashandi Andrea with no answer. Ladies and gentlemen, it'll have to come down to the judges, but it all happened in the initiation there. Joe, unfortunate for Rashandi, but in the story, and he gives him a, hey, how you doing over the line. I think that's probably going to seal the deal there. But again, these drivers are going to get a second chance, a whole different dichotomy than what we're used to as we check out the replay.
And I think this replay will reveal all. I think if Rashandi did lose drift during that run, here we go. Let's take a look here. And yes, Rashandi Andrea loses drift. He straightens out the car during that run. Unfortunately, that is a big 0 for him. There was a little bit of contact in the first run, but I don't know. Maybe the judges will see him somehow equal, but I think zeroing out that drift might be the nail in the coffin for Rashandi Andrea in the winner's bracket at least. But I wouldn't sweat too much if I was him, because again, there is a loser's bracket, and today they will have a second chance at redemption and a fight all the way back to that final battle, Keenan.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, obviously not drifting is not good. Anytime you drop out of drift, it is a 0. It is an incomplete run here with our rule set for Esports Drift Association. However, there could be a little bit more to it than that. Who's at fault? Was the lead driver stopping? Was the chase driver pushing too hard? We're about to find out. Who's moving on in the winners bracket? Who's going to the losers bracket? Sela is going to call for
Samuel Guns.
Samuel Guns. So I have to imagine Gavin is also going to go. Samuel Guns. It is going to be Samuel Guns moving on in the winners bracket to face Ethan Minima. And your first battle, I believe, of the losers bracket is going to be Darius Ostraka versus Samuel Guns. But to get there, we have 2 more battles on our first round of the winners bracket to go. Austin Zalewski, your 2023 champion, going up against Kevin Reinow, one of the most improved rookies of the year. Joe, I love Kevin. He has a mountain to climb here with OTM A to Z standing in his way.
Yeah, but honestly, anyone today can climb all those mountains. They got their ice picks out. They got their ropes and belay systems. I think they're ready to scale that summit. Any driver today is, as we are going to go look at Austin Zalewski up against Kevin Ryan now. Both drivers amazing. Of course, Austin Zalewski is having that momentum from the season, taking the overall win. But Kevin Ryan now, I've been saying all season, he has an event win in him, just if all the cards lay right for him. As we're going to get it all lined up, ready to go. Again, thank you so much to Spawns FBC for being here. Thank you to all our sponsors, Moza Racing, Next Level Racing. Again, of course, Firman Power Equipment bringing us out here to Dreamhack Atlanta. Again, if you're in the area, if you're here today, come on by, say what's up, shake some hands, get in our sim rig, get entered to win a Firman Zero e-power generator. It will be amazing. So I think we are getting ready here. I'm seeing the drivers start to move around, getting settled in their seats. So I think we are ready, or starting to get ready. Yep, I see him pulling on up here. So we have Austin Zalewski in the lead in that Corvette up against Kevin Reinow in that Mazda RX-7. I see Kevin Ryan out airing out that rotary engine just a little bit. I hear they overheat, Keenan.
Yeah, and I mean, what's cool about this here is obviously we have some of our drivers in person. Kevin driving from home in Indonesia up against our American champion, Austin Zalewski, in the Chevy Corvette. Who's going to take it? Japan versus Indonesia, or... Oh, well, we're not going to find out, as it turns out. Contact going into the first corner. Austin Zalewski didn't hold it straight. They're going to continue the battle. Heading into the keyhole. Big angle from Zalewski. It's going to be up to Kevin to try and force a mistake from A to Z on the mountains. A to Z, Austin Zalewski. But all the angle in the world. Just switched to that Corvette this season, and it paid off with the championship for Austin and showing why he is one of the best drivers in the world.
We're going to see what happens here. Cool. So we will be taking a look at the replays after both runs. I will be very interested to see how that first battle played out as we are lined up and ready for run number 2 here. We have Kevin Ryan on the lead in that Mazda RX-7. We have Austin Zalewski in that Chevy Corvette. I'm sure both drivers have very different opinions of what happened in turn number 1, as is always the case. So we're going to get ready here, getting ready to go. They are lined up. We're just going to be waiting for that start light. Again, Kevin Ryan out in the lead, Austin Zalewski in the chase. I'm sure both drivers think the other driver might be at fault right now. And so we're going to see some hard driving, really trying to drive it into the judges that I deserve to go on in the winner's bracket. Send that other guy over. He can battle his way back. And they are off. Kevin Ryan out in the lead, Austin Zalewski in the chase. Let's see what happens here. Flames, smoke, everything. Big initiation from Austin Zalewski, and Kevin Ryan almost off the track, it looks like, coming through here. Big angle from him, really late on the initiation, and then going through top of the TO. Kevin Ryan, big adjustment, but Austin Zalewski says, I don't care, whatever you're going to do, I'm going to do as well, which is his job in the chase run, as we're coming through the final transition. They're staying out of each other, and Austin Zalewski, Kevin Ryan now loses his hood pit. And we're going through it. Amazing runs from both drivers, but I kind of have a feeling Austin Zalewski's going to take this.
It was just flopping, bro. It was flopping. That's all. All right, taking a look at these replays. Again, it's going to come down to this contact in turn number 1. So we explained it a little bit in the first battle. Just because two cars hit, just because there's a car zero, doesn't necessarily it's on the fault of the car that's made the mistake. A lot of these times these mistakes can be forced. A lot of these times it could just be the chase driver pushing really hard. And if I know Kevin Ryan now, he's well aware of what we're trying to do here today. He's well aware of what we're trying to accomplish. I think he's just pushing as hard as he can push in the chase position, and ended up dropping it there. But we have a call, Joe.
Yep, right. Kevin Ryan now does take the loss. Austin Zalewski will continue on in the winner's bracket, but we will see Kevin in just a little bit as the loser of the next battle will go on. But Austin Zalewski, really aggressive initiation. Kevin Ryan out. I think he just carried a little bit too much speed and got caught out when there was a big black Corvette right in front of him going sideways, and he didn't know what to do here. So up next, we're going to have an amazing battle. Cameron Mustard up against Nico Stalia. I don't know about you, Keenan, but I feel like I have seen this battle at least 10 times this year.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite drivers on the grid. Cameron Mustard in the Jap Speed R32. One of the most solid, consistent drivers, and he's a treat to have. He's there at every event that we have, every practice session, every media session, every replay session. I love seeing Cameron drive. And Nico Stalia is like an actual child. Like, he's like 8 years old.
Literally.
And can drive circles around everybody on our staff, pretty much. And he's only been getting better and better and better and better. Speaking of consistency, always made the top 8, just needed a little bit extra to find a way onto the podium. But we'll be able to see him go for that podium in the 2024 season. But this could be his day here, Joe.
I think any day, any of these drivers, it could be their day. They all have the skill. They all have that hunger for the win. And I think it's always with these guys, as with any drift event, it's sometimes just how the cards fall. As we saw in last battle, Kevin Ryan out really threw it in on that initiation, but he just pushed a little too much. He wanted it just a little bit too much on the initiation. And the same with road racing. Sometimes you can never win the battle in the first corner, but you can definitely lose it, as we are getting lights on and we are getting ready to go for this first battle against Cameron Mustard and Nico Stalia.
Nico Stalia in the chase in the BMW, leading is Cameron Mustard all the way from Scotland. Scotland versus Spain here. Not the best initiation for the wonder kid Nico Stalia, but not over yet. Coming up the hill here at Road Atlanta, right into the keyhole, big slowdown zone. All the outside zone for Cameron Mustard, but all the pressure from Nico Stalia in chase from the Escuco Drift Family Machine. A little bit wide there for Cameron, but he's going to bring it in nice and tight in the second last inner clip, and across the line, a little bit of contact from Nico. Joe, I'm pretty sure that every battle they've hit each other over the line. These dudes are out here to put on a show.
They just like each other. I want to hold hands a little bit, I guess. I don't know. As we're getting them up to the line, again, getting ready for run number 2. As again, let's look at the spawns cam. No, we're going to look at that later. Already, Cameron Mustard starting a little bit further back, trying to get a little bit of speed, because Nico Stalia's E46. What a fast BMW. Maybe it's weight savings? I don't know, but Cameron Mustard in that gorgeous R33.5. I don't think if we ever agreed on what that car really is. R32.5. As we're going to have Nico Stalia in the lead, Cameron Mustard in the chase. The lights are on, they are off, and here we go. Nico Stalia in the lead. Cameron Mustard in the chase. Here we go. Throwing on through. Nico Stalia really just putting angle. Oh my God, what's going on? Cameron Mustard. Something funky happened on that initiation as he kind of darted in. He definitely dropped the tire on the inside. Not a lot of proximity. Nico Stalia does not care at all what is going on behind him and just running a textbook lead run. He's really giving the judges a reason to let him pass on and take on Austin Zalewski in that great top 4 in our winners bracket. But my gosh, what a run, Keenan. I think Cameron Mustard just wanted it a little bit too much.
Man, we warned everybody in the drivers meeting if they didn't drive cool, we were going to be really upset. So I think Cameron, I'm not sure if he just threw it in hard to get a lot of angle, or if he got caught on that curbing on the right hand side on the initiation. Either way, over rotating a little bit on initiation there. That is an unforced error and a double unlucky. I think Nico just was solid, as he always is. That will be Nico Stalia moving on in the winners bracket. But once again, a lot of the people who are losing here, as we get to our second round of the winners bracket, all the guys that are dropping out to the losers bracket, you will see them again, and they've all been like little silly uncharacteristic mistakes. So we're gonna get to the end of our winners bracket, I believe, first, and then move on to the losers bracket. So all these drivers you're seeing out, you'll be seeing them again, and they're going to be hungry and ready to prove that they belong in this top 8. But moving on to the second round of the winners bracket, your first battle is going to be Ethan Minima up against Samuel Guns. These two drivers are very familiar with each other, and let's see if that comes across as we get the little, again, sportsmanship, esports. Let's give it up for esports.
Let's give it to esports, getting some friendship donuts, the power of friendship. I'm hearing a Nico chant from the crowd here at Dreamhack Atlanta at the Firman Power booth. As we're getting ready to go there, so we're gonna have Ethan Minima up against Samuel Guns, and they will be battling for a spot in the winners finals. But even if they falter now, they will get a spot in that losers bracket. And let's see what happens here as we're going to get them up to the line here. We got Ethan Minima in that A90 Supra 86 abomination, I'm going to call it, as up against Samuel Guns in that gorgeous, beautiful S15. Really just a battle of, I don't want to say the beauty and the beast, but I think that that's the most apt description today, Keenan.
I'm going to start calling Ethan Hannah Montana because he's got the best of both worlds.
You know, you're not allowed to make jokes like that when I'm standing right next to you and can hit you, you know? I'm just letting you know.
I apologize for my outburst.
You better start running as we're getting him up to the line here, getting ready to go. And again, I'm just pacing around behind Keenan. I see now he is wary of me. He's getting ready, and now we are ready to go.
Joe's standing up, I'm standing up. We're all having here a good time at Dreamhack Atlanta. If you've never been to a Dreamhack event, it is esports on top of esports on top of esports. There's lots of indie devs here. There's the artist alley. There's so much to do over this 3-day event, and it is basically the Warped Tour of esports. Look for a local Dreamhack in your area, or head on down to the Atlanta Dreamhack. There's going to be here all the rest of it today and tomorrow. We're open here at Firman till about 6 o'clock, and then it's open till midnight as we go into our second run of our winners bracket. Big initiation from Samuel Guns trying to put the pressure on Ethan Minima, but not phased whatsoever. Is the lead driver pulling all of that outside zone, probably the most aggressive on the outside zone we saw all day today. But Samuel Guns trying to stay in the pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, they are within about 3 or 4 feet of each other throughout the entirety of this run. And if you've been here and you tried our sim rig, you understand how difficult this is to do and how difficult it is to stay that close.
Oh, it definitely is difficult. Honestly, on that run number 1 on the first watch, I don't think that there's any real thing to give these drivers any leeway over the other one, because really both drivers did exactly what the judges wanted them to do. Even in that last corner, Samuel Guns just threw it in on that Toyota. Nissan versus Toyota. Oh my gosh, what amazing drivers are there today as we are getting ready on that side-by-side. Samuel Guns, Ethan Minima, a little bit of disagreement on how to get through that first corner, but now it seems they're settling up. Ethan Minima settling down, now getting right on Samuel Guns' door. I'm sure both drivers have a different opinion of it, but they are both driving as hard as they can, exactly like they did on that first run. An amazing battle, but Keenan, I think I gotta say it, it's all gonna come down to that first turn 1 of run number 2. So let's take a look at run number 1 first.
Yeah, lots of disagreements in first turn. You're going about 100 miles an hour, as this is a replay from the former battle of Stelia and Cameron. Again, Stelia moving on. There we go. Now we get a replay from this battle. So keep an eye on the driver in front. Big initiation from both pushing really hard. A little bit wide here, it looks like, on the exit of turn 1. You kind of want to stay to the left or the middle of the track to get a lot of speed coming up the hill. That's a big misconception, Joe, is that in competitive drifting, speed is almost as important as angle, as how much smoke you're generating. That is a very, very valuable piece of information to the sport.
That is true, as I prefer to stand a little bit away from you, Keenan, just so I don't hear you twice.
I just farted. No, I don't blame you.
You're going right... I love live events. As again, both drivers doing great, but this kind of reminds me of that Austin Zalewski, Kevin Ryanau battle as well, where the chase driver just sent it in a little bit too fast. And I've been there in a drift comp at this track as well, and it really does seem, you see the side of that car coming at you way faster than you're expecting it to, and you do almost anything you can to just not zero the run. I don't think Samuel Gunn zeroed that run. I don't think Ethan zeroed that run, but I definitely think that will be the main judging note as we're going on through here. So, as we are getting a judging call on in here, honestly, I could see that one going either way, Keenan. So let's see what the judges have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to be moving on? Is it Samuel Guns or Ethan Minima? Our first judge, Sela, says Ethan Minima. Our second judge, Gavin, going to go with Samuel Guns. It's all down to Grizz. Who's moving on? Ethan Minima is going to be moving into your winners finals. Ethan Minima with a 2-1 decision. Again, thank you to everybody over at Shadow Realm. I forgot to give them their dues. They stepped in at the 11th hour to help us out here. We have everybody who would judge us here at the event. So thank you, Shadow Realm, as well. They have a bunch of cars and downloads. If you are an Assetto Corsa enjoyer, check out Shadow Realm GG. They do a ton for the community. But ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Minima in the Toyota TI-83 calculator is going to be moving on, and Samuel Guns is going to be the first one in the second round of the losers bracket. When we get to it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to it, and we'll explain that a little bit more when we get there. But the second half of your... Sorry, go ahead, Joe. No, you again, so excited to see all the drivers just having fun, ripping donuts. Doesn't matter who wins or loses. Today is all about having fun, doing a little car skating with the boys, having a great night. So again, we're getting ready here as we're going on now to our second winners bracket round 2. We have Austin Zalewski up against Nico Stalia. Ooh, Keenan, what a battle are we about to see here? This is going to be arguably two of my favorite drifters to watch drifting. I am so excited to see this battle. Let me break this down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Zalewski is our 2023 champion. Probably is, at least at this year, the best drifter in ESDA. Nico Stalia has been looking for the opportunity to prove he belongs in the winner's circle. He was so close to podiums all season in all 5 rounds, couldn't quite make it. If he could take out your 2023 champion, this would be a huge boost to the confidence of the Wonder Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Zalewski, Nico Stalia, USA versus Spain. Only one can move into the winner's bracket, and only one will be moving into the loser's bracket.
And Nico Stalia getting a big run up, getting ready to go here. Austin Zalewski in the lead, Nico Stalia in the chase. Two of the drivers with the most aggressive initiation. Big flick from Austin Zalewski. Does not throw Nico Stalia off at all as he gets right up on that door through the transition, tucking up on that Corvette's door, right up the hill, through the outside zone at the top of the keel, through the inside zone. Nico Stalia leaving door marks on that Corvette's door, coming on through again, leaving a little bit of space just for the transition, and then sucking right on up there. Both drivers giving the judges exactly what they want again. Today has just been nothing but amazing drifting.
I got to imagine, again, we talked about it a bit before the run, that Nico is foaming at the mouth for this opportunity. Austin has already shown that he belongs here. Nico is the one that has something to prove. Even if he makes it to the loser's bracket, he still has a good chance, but he just brought it to our 2023 champion. We're going to have to see what Austin can do in response.
Here we go. Nico Stalia in the lead. Austin Zalewski in the chase. Big handbrake pull from both drivers. Looking amazing. But Austin Zalewski leaving a little bit of space. And there we go. Starting to get a little bit closer. But he's going to have to push it even more if he's going to want to match. And there it is. Going door to door exactly as he needed to do. Maybe there was a little bit of a hang up on that transition. I couldn't really see through the smoke, but an amazing drive from both drivers. If there was ever a battle that we saw today that will go OMT, this might be the one, Keenan.
I was just about to say that, Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and you're unfamiliar with competitive drifting, if it is too close to call, it will go one more time. And Austin, all the pressure on the chase position. Nico gave him a solid lead to work with. See how they keep towards the middle there? And then all the speed up the hill. There's only about a car length between them with how much seat time and how good these drivers are. A car length is about a football field as we sit in the shadow of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium here at the Georgia World Congress Center.
is true. And again, the gladiators in a coliseum, they came out swinging. So now our judges, aka Julius Caesars, are gonna really come and give us a thumbs up and thumbs down, and we'll see what happens here. But I do not envy the judges whatsoever. So let's take a look here at run one here. Austin Zalewski in the lead, Nico Slee in the chase. I think Nico was beautifully aggressive in this run, as close as he can be, but leaving a little bit of space in case Austin did something he didn't expect. But Austin really put down a textbook lead run, and I think Nico Slee really capitalized on that, putting tire marks on his door through the entire keyhole, doing those transitions as tightly as he can, and really could maybe match Austin's angle a little bit better. But we do have a call, Keenan.
Let's see how this goes. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a call from our judging panel. Sela is going to go with Nico Stalia. Gavin is going to go with Nico Stalia. Takes out Austin Zalewski and moves into the winners final. But I know more. Nico Stalia takes out your champion with Grizz, saying it was too close to call. Nico Stalia upsets your champion. And ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the Escuco Drift Family Wonder Child. He just got his.
And now we are gonna go to our all purple cars winners final. We got one of the weirder cars, one of the more normal cars here. We're gonna have Ethan Minima here in that Toyota A90 front end swap to an 8.6 with a Ford Coyote V8. What a crazy thing. As again, we're seeing some donuts. Everyone's just happy to be here today. The energy is amazing here at Dreamhack. The energy is amazing here in the server. Everyone's just having a fun day, just getting some driving in. So Nico Celia up against Ethan Minima, and we will see who will go on to our finals and who will have to claw their way back to get into this final battle here at ESDA. Fun event here at Dreamhack, brought to you by Firman Power Equipment. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Moza, Next Level Racing, 3D Wrap, Vosan Racing, Shadow Realm for coming in clutch. Thank you to Strix Pulse and Tricks for doing all of our amazing graphics today as well, coming in clutch last second as well. And I just can't be thankful enough to everyone that's been involved here for this weekend as we're getting ready here for our winners final of Ethan Minima up against Nico Stolia.
Yeah, Ethan Minima with nothing to prove as well. He had a late championship surge and just couldn't quite get it done at round number 5 at Irwindale Speedway for our 2023 championship. But our Rookie of the Year has some accolades, definitely no slouch. But Joe, that was, I believe, I mean, Nico could probably tell me himself, but I think that was probably the biggest win of his sim drifting career, and if not, at least in recent memory. That has to be a huge confidence boost for the young Spaniard, and now he is one battle away from being in your first ever in-person Dreamhack Atlanta Firman Power Equipment Esports Drift Association Grand Final.
What a run from him. With both of these drivers drive right now how they've been driving all day, I would put money. I will bet you 3 Zero Sugar White Monsters that Nico Stolia and Ethan Minima will have an OMT here at Dreamhack Atlanta. And my gosh, what a battle we have been having today from everybody. Everyone's out here and they know it's to have fun, but somehow all these drivers, when it's just for fun, they drive even better.
Nothing to lose, everything to gain. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show. We talked about it a little bit with the drivers. This is a sport that I think a lot of people here at the event are unfamiliar with, whether it's real or sim. A lot of people's real exposure to drifting is Gymkhana. Rest in peace, Ken Block. We miss you. Initial D. I saw a lot of people wearing Initial D and Akina Speedstars gear yesterday. This is a competitive, organized sport, whether it's real life, no matter if you're in Europe, Japan, the US. It has progressed so much in the last 10 years, both in gaming and in real life. And in the sim, we imitate as close as we can real life, but because we're in the sim, much closer driving, we're not paying for tires, we don't have to fix anything, there's no worry about damage, so they push and push and push. And speaking of pushing, only one can make it to the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Minima in the lead, Nico Celia in the chase. Only one can make it to your Dreamhack Atlanta grand final. Ethan Minima using all the curb. Great initiation. He's going to have a great line coming up the hill. Nico's been dropping back just a little bit, but he's going to not do that, actually. Coming off the zone a little bit early. He's very shallow. He just missed the outside zone in the keyhole, but putting a lot of pressure on Ethan Minima, trying to force a mistake from that lead driver, but it's not going to happen. Ethan Minima, nice and solid job in the lead, but Nico Stilia ending his run with an exclamation point, putting a little bit of a Skuko Drift Family purple paint on the side of that Toyota.
What's more aggressive than an exclamation point? I don't even know, because that's what he ended that run with. And again, both drivers doing really well. Nico Stilia could have been a little bit more aggressive, but he also kind of cheated a little bit forward and through the top of that keel. So I know now in this lead run, he's going to want to do everything he can to throw Ethan Minima off his game and get a little bit of a gap on him. So now here we go. The turntables are turned. Nico Stilia in the lead. Ethan Minima in the chase. 2 purple cars. Let's see what happens here as they throw it in. Nico Stilia, very decent angle. Ethan Minima not phased at all. Ethan Minima knows there is blood in the water and he is ready to strike as we are going through the top of the keel. Ethan Minima really trying to match angle with Nico Stilia, but Nico Stilia not making it easy, just pouring on that angle through the transition. Looking amazing through that second to last inside clip and across the line. Ethan Minima making sure he gives Nico Stilia a little bit of a tap, just letting him know, hey man, that was a run. I cannot imagine what those drivers' voice chat sounding right now, because before the event, man, everyone was in such high spirits.
That's something about drifting that's a little bit different to traditional motorsports. It's very, I don't know if brotherhood's the right word, but we're all family. You know, when it's game time, the gloves come off, and we're all here to fight. But once the competition's over, even in real life, if people are handing each other spare parts, and very regularly you see people from other teams jumping in and helping. All these dudes are just here to have a good time and have a blast on a Saturday afternoon as we take a look at our first run replay here. This is what I'm going to be really interested in, is watch Nico Stilia in the chase position. This could be the difference maker here. Very uncharacteristic from him. Normally he lacks a little bit of angle, and that's his big chunk in his armor that's missing. But you see he misses the zone there. And it doesn't look like that big of a deal for the untrained eye, but because everybody's so close, because everybody's so good, that is a minor deduction, which might be the only deduction in this battle. Just Joe, we have our first member of our grand final. Who's it going to be?
So let's see. We have a Sila's call. Is it going to be Ethan Minima or Nico Stilia? Let's see, Sila left, right, or center. What are we going with here? Which purple car will be going on? 1 for Nico Stilia. What is Gavin going to say here? We got... Ooh. 1 for Ethan Minima. Is this going to be an OT? Is it going to be a split decision? We will see. It's up to Grizz. And 2 for Ethan Minima going on to the grand final. Nico Stilia just losing that final bracket, like just by a little bit, but does have a second try today. He can battle his way back through the losers bracket. So let's take a look at who will be our first battle in that losers bracket.
So first battle in the losers bracket. It's going to basically go and when they were eliminated. The further they made it in the winners bracket is the further along in the losers bracket. So Nico Stilia is your final boss of the losers bracket to get there, trying to run the gauntlet. Your first up is Darius Ostraka against Rashandi Andrea. Darius Ostraka with a very uncharacteristic mistake. Obviously, we had some technical issues, and I'm sure he's reeling from that, but trying to represent both of them are trying to represent their real life teams, because both these drivers represent esports divisions of real life teams. Urta's participating over in Drift Masters over in Europe, and over on the North American side. Again, if anybody here is familiar with Formula Drift, you go, wow, that car looks familiar. It should, because it's the same livery from Kyle Mohan. Probably the dude I think is arguably having the most fun in Formula Drift at every round. The dude's just happy to be there, and I love that.
Well, I love it. You even check his YouTube channel. It's the same thing. He is just excited about drifting, and that's what we love to see in this kind of motorsport, as we're going to get him up to the line here. The Piston Killer, the Kyle Mohan RX-8, 20B powered, I believe, from Rashandi Andrea up against Darius Ostraka, and that Urta Esports Nissan Silvia, all of their S chassis from Urta are just amazing. Both of these drivers, again, can win on any day. So we're up to the line. There's only one way to find it, as the lights go out, and away we go. Darius Ostraka and Rashandi Andrea.
Darius representing ERDA Esports in the S15 Sylvia Nissan. In the chase is Rashani Andrea. Both these drivers are going to try to learn from their mistakes. Rashani tried to push there a little bit, had to back off, give him room to transition, back up the hill, right to the door of the Lithuanian in the lead position again all over the world as Rashani Andrea trying to push him into a mistake, maybe a little bit wide on that inner clip from Darius Ostreka, but a statement run from both. Both really cleaned it up there, Joe.
Yeah, I think they really, now everyone in this losers bracket, this is your final straw. This is do or die. So everyone's giving it their all. And honestly, as with everything else in ESDA, anyone can win any of these battles. It's looking so close. On that first run, really, I didn't see anything that really the judge would stand out to the judges. But man, I think both drivers did their job perfectly.
Changing positions now. In the chase position, Darius Ostreka. He is a weapon, and I mean that as a compliment, in the chase position. Let's see what he can do. Nice and patient. A big angle from Rashani Andrea in the no piston RX8 rotary in the lead position. He's got a gap now. He's going to have to see Darius trying to close 2 tires off maybe for the lead vehicle. That's obviously going to be a judging deduction, and it is a loss of speed. Blood in the water as the shark, Darius Ostreka, trying to feast and not quite getting it. Man, Rashani has done something to that car because there is so much speed there that he just did not have this season. But I don't think it's going to matter, Joe, with that mistake in the keyhole.
So let's take a look at the second run because I think that's the more important run of this battle. So Rashani Andrea, very, very decent lead run, getting good to angle. He almost had like a 2-step initiation on that, getting a little bit of angle, then a lot. But Darius Ostreka, here we go. This is the important thing. 2 tires off for Rashani Andrea, I think I saw. And Darius Ostreka, yep, let's see. The judges saw that replay, and I think we already have a call here, Keenan.
Yeah, a quick and dirty one here. Unfortunately, one of these drivers is going home. Well, they're already at home. But one driver going to be wrapping it up for the day, and it will be the Kyle Mohan Racing representative of Rashani Andrea. Love the dude. I'm so stoked that he was part of our top 8, but unfortunately, that will be his event done. As Darius Ostreka trying to run the gauntlet will be going up against Samuel Gunn in the second round of the bracket. But to get there, we have Kevin Reinau against Kevin Mustard. Cameron Mustard, not Kevin Mustard. That's not his name at all. But in the Indonesian, in the Confucia FD, we had a Asian resurgence in ESDA this season. A huge presence for all those dudes over at Confucia. It was awesome to have them here. We said it a little bit about almost everybody in ESDA, but a lot of the dudes here, a lot of the drivers here, were very passionate about the sport and about sim drifting and showed up every time we asked of them. They're donating their time to help put on a show for you at home, help put on a show for everybody here at Dreamhack Atlanta, the Georgia World Congress Center, at the Firman Power Equipment booth. Again, if you can hear me, get in our sim rig and enter for a chance to win one of those 0E machines from Firman Power Equipment. Everything you see here is Firman powered, baby.
As we are going in here, we have both of our drivers here. We have Kevin Ryan now and Cameron Mustard. I'm seeing a little discussion of who is going to lead this battle. Honestly, I would like to see either of them do either one first, but we will see who goes on. So I think it's going to be Kevin Ryan now in the lead first, up against Cameron Mustard in the chase. Again, that Nissan R32.5, such a confusing car to me. I don't know why. It just really just makes my eyes freak on out here. As here we go, Kevin Ryan getting that Vale side, RX7 in the lead, Cameron Mustard in the chase here, and we are lined up. Cameron Mustard giving himself a very big run today as we're getting ready for the first run of this battle. Kevin Ryan up against Cameron Mustard. Cameron Mustard, the Kevin Ryan out moving up. We are switching lead and chase, I think, Keenan.
So in a normal battle, a normal tournament, it'll be based on qualifying. Obviously, we just seeded these drivers, so it's figuring it out as we go here, ladies and gentlemen. That's esports, baby. That's LAN, baby. That's Dreamhack, baby. We got our second battle of our first round of our losers bracket. One is moving on, one is going home. Who is it going to be, Cameron Mustard or Kevin Reinau?
It will definitely be one of them. And it's here. Well, okay, we're getting lights on, lights off. I'm making sure everyone is ready. We got Cameron Mustard in the lead, Kevin Ryan out in the chase. Both drivers want to claw back to that grand final today. So here we go, Cameron Mustard in the lead, Kevin Ryan out in the chase. Cameron Mustard, big flick initiation, very, very good. Oh, is it too much? No, it isn't. One of the sturdiest entries we've seen all day. Kevin Ryan now is unfazed, just trying to get up to Cameron Mustard's door. But Cameron Mustard has to be feeling good about that initiation. And the rest of this lead run is just going perfectly for him. A little bit of contact from Kevin Ryan now. We'll have to look at a replay to see if Cameron slowed down or if Kevin was just a little too fast. But man, what a lead run from Cameron Mustard, Keenan.
Download complete for Cameron Mustard. I talked about Nico being a guy that's only going to get better and better the more he drives, but Cameron's also been following that storyline, and that entry is the most confident. That is the key word here. The most confident entry we've seen today, and if we've learned anything from sim drifting from real, if someone
here we go.
As we head down the pipe for
really just failing as here we go. So we have Kevin right now in the lead, Cameron Mustard in the chase, and Kevin trying to outdo Cameron, but I think that might have almost zeroed his run. I didn't see entirely how far off he went in the moment, but I think Kevin right now is fighting a huge deficit as he's pouring all the angle on right now, doing anything he can to justify to the judges to give him away. But I think Cameron Mustard being smart, sitting back. Oh no, Kevin Ryan out did blow an engine, it seems, ladies and gentlemen.
Apex seal moment. As we get our internet back here at Dreamhack Atlanta and the Firman Power Esports, but we'll take a quick look at the replay. So this is the chase run for Cameron Mustard. Again, Kevin trying to answer with that big angle, but Joe just a little bit too late on the track, carrying too much speed into that first corner. We've seen so many drivers head into the dirt, the kitty litter there in turn 10A, 10B here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, but going a little bit wide. He kept it on the paint, so it wasn't a zero, but huge deficit. And again, just a little bit wavery here at the end, one tire off. It's going to be a quick one for our judges in the booth.
Yep, unfortunately, as with court, if the jury comes back quick, get a decision. Yep, that is right. Cameron Mustard will be moving on to battle Austin Zalewski. Oh, Keenan, what a battle are we about to see? Austin Zalewski up against Cameron Mustard. Two amazing drivers, two all or nothing drivers. Let's see what happens here as we're going to get them up to the line here. My gosh, here at Dreamhack Atlanta, what an amazing day of driving, Keenan.
Next battle on deck is going to be the first, I believe the first battle of the second round of the losers bracket. So that's going to be Samuel Guns against Darius Straka. Samuel Guns obviously lost in the second round of winners, so he's the next boss, if you will, for Darius Straka to try and run the gauntlet and make his way into the grand final. Again, we're waiting to see who gets to fight Ethan Minima, who has won around this year, had a dream season, just couldn't quite get it done for the championship. And Darius Straka, again, I've said it more before and I say it again, is always ready to win an event. He's always ready to take home. And Samuel Guns as well is a guy who was very close to greatness this season, had a lot of really great showings. This could be the best one for him yet.
Just so that we're all on the same page about this, the winner of this battle, it's not even that easy. Then you got to take on the winner of Austin Zalewski and Cameron Mustard, and then the winner of that has to take on Nico Stalia. Every battle from here on in, all the battles today, honestly, have been so crazy stacked. So Samuel Guns will lead Darius Straka, still trying to claw their way back through the losers bracket. They still have a chance to take home the biscuit. And man, what a battle. Samuel Guns in the lead in that Nissan Silvia. Darius Straka also in the Nissan Silvia. S15 on S15 action. You know what, Keenan? I think an S15's winning this battle.
You're so funny. What a funny guy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the purple, that's Samuel Gunn. In the chase, it is ESDA Esports' very own Darius Straka, who's going to be moving on in the tournament. Excellent initiation from Samuel Gunn's big angle, maybe grabbing a little bit of the curb. Really shallow is Darius Straka. going to use that to his advantage. All of the proximity for Darius Ostraka. They are door to door here at Road Atlanta. Moving down the hill. Samuel Guns nice and smooth, but Darius Ostraka is not giving him an inch. His hand is wrapped firmly around the throat of Samuel Guns. Good Lord.
And what a run that was. I think, yeah, now that Darius Ostraka has smelled that blood in the water, he knows not everyone's on their top game. He is going as aggressive as he can. And Samuel Guns with a very decent lead run, but Darius Ostraka making sure to try and outshine Samuel Guns over this run for the judges. And I think Darius Ostraka left nothing on that chase run. If he puts together a perfect lead run, or at least a lead run as good as his chase, I think he might be taking home this win. So the lights are on, the lights are off. Here we go, Darius Ostraka in the lead, Samuel Guns in the chase. Let's see what happens here as they go in. Darius Ostraka, a very, very tiny lead, and Samuel Guns getting into him. Darius Ostraka just taking it, doesn't care at all. No driver has zeroed it out yet, but Samuel Guns definitely will have a blemish on that run. Trying to get close, just not matching the angle as Darius was, but not going down without a fight at all, doing everything he can to try and throw Darius off his game. But I fear that maybe Darius Ostraka might be the guy to beat now today.
What a chase run from Darius Ostraka. Before we get to that replay, we're going to take a look at the second run replay. They call him Kaiju. He was trying to have a monster chase run, and he needed to pull something out of the pocket. It's not like Darius's chase was faultless. The first half of that run, it was really shallow to be able to put the proximity onto Kaiju, onto Samuel Guns. So it wasn't impossible for him to claw that back. But take a look at this initiation here. Contact to the door of the lead S15. That causes Darius to over-rotate, gives Samuel nowhere to go. Basically a big pause button a little bit for both of those. But I do believe the judges are going to put that on the chase vehicle. So that would be a deduction for Samuel Guns. It's going to take a miracle, thank Joe, for him to pull this one off.
Oh, for sure. And as we've seen in the judging calls all day, it really does seem that most drivers, if there's contact in turn one, it really ends up being on the chase driver, because the lead driver's entitled to do kind of whatever entry he wants. As again, as we get more, just everything's looking great. And again, Darius Ostraka just looks such a strong lead run after that contact as well, really showing the judges he's not here to play games, he's here to win, as Darius Ostraka was gonna take that win as we're waiting for a judgment call. I don't want to say we are not judges for sure, so we can only call what we see, but the judges definitely going to be looking at that contact. I believe that's probably the biggest factor. So let's take a look at the judging, Keenan.
Let's see if we get confirmed, and we do. Oh! Samuel Guns with the upset over Darius Ostraka. I'm assuming the judges noted that Darius Ostraka was at fault for that contact, maybe a unplanned slowdown. Obviously, we're on location here. We don't have the same views that our judging staff does. But Samuel Guns pulling one out of his pocket, pulling one out of the holster, if you will, and Guns moving on into the bracket here in our Dreamhack Atlanta Invitational for Esports Drift Association, presented by Firman Power Equipment.
I have to imagine that Darius just put a little bit too much angle on it and really slowed down too much, and Samuel Guns just ran him over. As we're getting ready to go here, moving on to our next battle. Who will it be? Is it gonna be? Oh, we have a judge in the booth. So what decided that call today?
So the main thing, run two with the contact, with how Ostraka was coming in. He was just barely able to hit that inside clip with the contact, so we felt like if there was no contact, it would have been short. So we went ahead and deemed it on too much of a slow and not enough speed, which left Samuel Guns nowhere to go.
A very
so we went ahead and put
take.
fault on Ostraka.
Okay, an excellent call. So sometimes if you slow down too much in a deceleration zone, that will put the fault on you, because a decel zone just means I'm slowing down a little bit. I'm just not at least maintaining speed. But you can't just throw all the anchors out, because that leaves the chase driver nowhere to go, as what we saw in this contact. Good on both of them for keeping the run going. So up next, we have Austin Zalewski up against Cameron Mustard. The winner of that battle will go up against Samuel Guns. Oh my gosh, Keenan, what a battle. Austin Zalewski up against Cameron Mustard.
If you are within earshot outside of our grand final, this might be the one of the day. Both these dudes have only been getting better with every run, and Cameron with probably one of the best lead runs of the day. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The winner is going to be going against the Wonder Kid, Nico Stalia. Will Austin get vengeance, or will he be slain by Cameron Mustard? Cameron in the chase, Austin in the lead, heading into the initiation. Big ankle from Cameron Mustard, and he saves it. He gets that car backwards and keeps it going. But we're going to have a little bit of a discrepancy in terms of gap, but as I say that, right to the door of Austin Zalewski as we head down the chute here at Road Atlanta, on the door of Austin, but need a little bit more angle from the Jap Speed R32. Big angle from the initiation, Joe, but then lost the proximity, sacrificed angle to get up there, and then ended, but Austin nice and solid in the lead. Why he's your champion.
And I do have to say, I think the story of the day, all day, is people just, they want it too bad in that first corner. They want to just kill it on that first corner, but sometimes it comes back to bite you, just like it did with Cameron Mustard. A little bit too much angle, slowed him down too much. So now Austin Zalewski knows that, and is going to really try to put it on Cameron Mustard's door as they're getting ready. And let's see here, Austin Zalewski doing everything to keep that Corvette behind that skyline. There we go. Big angle from Cameron Mustard. Austin Zalewski having to dial back a little bit, trying to do anything to keep behind. But man, Cameron Mustard knows that there was a mistake on the lead run and is definitely now doing everything he can to just show the judges that, look, we can overlook that mistake. Austin Zalewski can make mistakes in the chase as well. And man, what a lead run from Cameron Mustard, doing everything he can. And a 360 for the culture, Keating.
For the boys, for the girls, for the drifting fans. Where are my drifting fans at? Dreamhack Atlanta. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. Rolling burnout there, by the way, from Austin Zalewski. He was on the brake the entire time. Big initiation from Cameron Mustard, but similar to the Darius Ostreka situation, just was too far to the left. No speed on the exit there. A to Z Austin Zalewski. In terms of our chase drivers and who can adjust mid-run, probably one of the best drivers in ESDA, if not the world, Austin Zalewski. And actually, Bob, you see, every time that door was open, he was ready to invite himself in, sit on Cameron Mustard's couch, put his feet up on the table, and put on some Netflix. That man was at home on his door.
Oh, he was doing it especially after a lead run that he put on as well. There is no fear. If you have a lead run like that, you know you're going into your second run with no issues with the judges, and all you gotta do is just follow that lead driver. And Cameron Mustard did give him an amazing speed to chase. So let's take a look again at run one. The initiation especially is what I want to bring attention to here. So Austin Zalewski with an amazing entry, super consistent as he has been all day. And Cameron Mustard, if he was in the lead, that would have been really cool, but it was just too much mustard on that hot dog as he's coming on through. Going through the top of the keel again. I think Cameron Mustard just put a little bit too much, as we do have a judging call, Keenan.
Slide him left for somebody. Slide him left for Austin Zalewski. Slide him right for Cameron Mustard. Who's going to be taking on the Wonder Kid? Will it be Cameron Mustard, or will Austin Zalewski have a shot at redemption? It all comes down to Sela. Austin Zalewski is going to be moving on against Cameron Mustard, and we get to see it all over again. Nico Stalia, Austin Zalewski, the winner, moving on to the grand final with Ethan Minima.
Correction, we have Samuel Guns up against up against Austin Zalewski. There we go. The winner of that battle will be taking on Nico Stalia, the Wonder Kid. So both drivers really have a lot, and Samuel Guns has his work cut out for him, especially just on how many points they all scored. If anyone can do it, he can. So we only have a few more battles today. We got 3 more battles today if no one OMTs. So all of it's in it. All of the best drivers today. We're getting ready to go here as we're going to get them up to the line here. We got Samuel Guns, Austin Zalewski, quick tire change. Get them right back out there. No time for your yoga stretching between your runs, my guy. Get them back out there. And what can I say, Keenan? What kind of crazy driving have we seen today? I don't think I've ever seen that many donuts behind the start line. Everyone is just having such a blast today, I do have to say.
The boys understood the assignment, that's for sure, and I didn't understand basic number comprehension and how to read. Apologies on that. It is going to be Sam Guns against Austin Zalewski. Austin has one more driver to get through to get the run back on Nico Stalia. And I got to imagine Nico Stalia would love to put a statement on Austin Zalewski as well. But Samuel Guns wants to play spoiler to both of them. So Austin will be, it looks like, chasing first. And Samuel Guns, the yellow Motorsports S15, will be leading. This would be a huge win for Sam. It'd be a statement win for Lusky. Let's see who's moving on here against Nico Stalia in our semi-final of our losers bracket. Nice entry for both. Really good proximity. Austin's going to drop back just a little bit and head on up the hill. Right on the door of Samuel Gunn. And they need to see a little bit more angle. Big checkup, a little bit of front-end contact. Right on the outside zone. Big angle from the S15. Austin's going to try to push in now on the door. They call him A to Z for a reason. Austin Zalewski giving the man the whole alphabet right on the door of Samuel Gunn. And a great finish to the end of the run.
And what an amazing run. But I think Samuel Guns just wanted to send it a little too hard, put a little bit too much angle. Austin Zalewski was very much prepared to just send it full throttle up the hill. So let's see what happens now. I'm sure, again, both drivers have a differing opinion of how that corner should have worked. So now Austin Zalewski is going to be in the lead. Samuel Guns in the chase. Two of the most different cars on the grid. Honestly, all the battles today, except for the S15 on S15 action, have had such different cars. Let's see what happens here. And I know Austin Zalewski wants to go battle Nico Stalia again. I know Samuel Guns wants to go beat Nico Stalia as well. Everyone wants to beat Nico Stalia right now because he is in the path to that final battle with Ethan Minima. So we're getting on through here. And again, the second battle now, Austin Zalewski in the lead. Samuel Guns in the chase. By my count, it does seem that Samuel Guns might be at a slight disadvantage, but I could also see a world where the judges say, that's a decel zone, Austin. We got to slow down. And here we go for run number 2.
Samuel Guns is going to put he's going to try to bring the big stick here to Road Atlanta. That's not a good start. Big gap opened already. He's going to have to cut some angle, maybe cut the course a little bit to try to close the gap. Austin Zalewski to try to throw down a sick qualifying run. He had no room at all on that outside zone. Boy, geez, the landscaper is going to be a little upset with him. Flirting with the grasses. Austin Zalewski has no answer from Samuel Gunn. Austin Zalewski, A to Z, representing Team on the Mountain, a huge team in the Assetto Corsa drifting community, putting a statement on that second run.
So let's take a look at the replay for run number 2. Austin Zalewski again in that Corvette. Samuel Guns in the chase. Austin Zalewski with just a textbook initiation. Samuel Guns cheating up a little bit in that first inside zone. And again, up the hill, it just doesn't seem like Samuel Guns has much of an response, but Austin Zalewski did drop a tire, which is a big no-no in the drifting scene. So I don't know. I can see this going either way, Keenan.
Will this be our first one more time of the day, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, if it is too close to call, if our 3 judges cannot determine a winner, they will go one more time. As we do have a judging call from the Shadow Realm booth, who will be moving on to face Nico Stalia in the losers final?
Will it be 1 OMT? Let's see from Gavin. 1 for Austin Zalewski. It's all down to Grizz now. 2 for Austin Zalewski. So we will see a repeat of the Nico Stalia Austin Zalewski battle. Oh man, I want to be in that voice chat right now. I want to know how much they're ribbing each other because my gosh, I'm sure both drivers want nothing more than to go on and take on Ethan Minima. It seems like all 8 of these drivers have been just on each other's throat all year, and I am just so excited to see that punctuation on the end of 2023 in this beautiful top 8 battle here at Dreamhack Atlanta. Thank you so much to Firman Power Equipment for having us out here. Thank you to everyone out here as well. Thank you to our sponsors, Next Level Racing, Moza, 3D Wrap, Vosan, just for all the support and love. We would never be here without all of you guys. Thank you to all our drivers. Thank you to everybody, really. And I cannot wait now. I know it. I cannot wait enough to see this Nico Stalia Austin Zalewski battle. Keenan, what a battle do we have here now?
This is the run back. One of my favorite things in drifting. Both these drivers have a second chance. They both have a chance to clean it up. They both know what the style is and how they've been driving today. So Austin is going to chase being in the losers bracket the longest. He has only been here for, wait a minute, hold on, let me check my notes. He's been here since round 2, so he's got 2 rounds. He's trying to make it 3. Nico's got 1 win away from having a chance of being your Dreamhack Atlanta Esports Drift Association presented by Firman Power Equipment champion. He's never had a podium this year in ESDA. He's got some 4th place finishes, but never been on the podium. Can he do it today? He's got to take down our 2023 champion, not once, but twice. Austin Zalewski in the Corvette. Nico Stalia, the Wonder Kid from Spain, in the BMW in the lead position. He's great job from both. Very consistent gap, consistent angle. Nico dropping a little bit of angle there, but Austin reading the play. He's so good at just reading the car in front of him as they are door to door, exiting the keyhole. Can Austin keep up the pressure against Nico? Nico is not phased at all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is sim drifting. This is Assetto Corsa. This is Esports Drift Association.
And dare I say it, if they do the exact same thing in their second run, I would imagine we are going to see an OMT. Both drivers have been on it for that first run. I would dare say it that Austin Zalewski is the best chase driver today in every battle he's been in. He has been nothing but flawless in the chase. Nico Stalia also knows slouch, and I know both drivers want it, but I think Austin Zalewski with that chase really gave the judges a lot to think about. So now it's all on Nico Stalia. As long as Austin Zalewski has a good lead, Nico Stalia can capitalize, Keenan.
Here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Nico Stalia needs the chase of his life to try and take down the 2023 champion again. Austin, really big angle, but he's going to choke up just a little bit on speed. Going to open up the gap here a little bit. Nico's going to be so good at choosing the amount of angle. Speaking of angle, a little bit of contact to Austin Zalewski. Nico's trying to lay it all on the line for a chance to compete as your winner, but Austin Zalewski has just had a consistency today that we have not seen out of him, I would argue, since the first round all the way at the beginning of 2023. As we take a look at our replays here now, who will be facing Ethan Minima? Will it be your 2023 champion trying to win our exhibition event here at Dreamhack Atlanta, or will Nico Stalia have the run of his career and take down your champion twice in one day?
And so I want to bring our attention to the first half of this run. Nothing special. But now take a look at this, Keenan. As we get to the top of the hill, we are now outside of the decel zone, in that outside zone. Austin Zalewski is still slowing down. Nico Stalia did not drop any momentum. If I had to say it, I am not a judge. I do not have their camera angles. I don't have their internet connection. But it does seem to me that Austin Zalewski slowed down in that outside zone, and we do have a judging call.
Who's going to your final, ladies and gentlemen? Slide him left for Nico Stalia, slide him right for Austin Zalewski. 1 for Austin Zalewski. 2 for Austin Zalewski. The story is over for Nico Stalia. He does get his first ESDA podium. He is 3rd place here at our Dreamhack Atlanta 2023 Firman Power Equipment Invitational. But it is now time for your final here at the Esports Drift Association Road Atlanta Invitational. Will it be Ethan Minima, your Rookie of the Year, or will your champion go back-to-back and win not only the championship, but the biggest event that ESDA has ever had? We're about to find out.
Oh, I am so excited. And today, it just seems, Keenan, if I'm telling you I'm seeing something, just the opposite is what actually happened, it seems. I am missing things, but my gosh, thank you so much to our judges today. And I do want to say before this final battle again, thank you so much to everybody out here. Firman Power Units for having us out here today. If you're at Dreamhack Atlanta, swing on by. Come drift in our rig, get some professional coaching, get a chance to win a 0E power bank. What an amazing deal. Also, thank you to our other sponsors, Next Level Racing, Moza, 3D Rep, Vosan, everybody on the ESDA staff, all our competitors, and all of the people watching. Really, again, I cannot stress it enough. This would not be anything without all of you here, and what an amazing day we are having. So now, what an awesome end of this thing. We are here now. It's going to be Ethan Minima up against Austin Zalewski. What a battle are we going to see here today, Keenan?
From humble beginnings on the Xbox 360 about 15 years ago, from the days of FMDA and FMDL to in front of the StarCraft and CS2 stages here in Dreamhack Atlanta, it doesn't matter who you are, what cars you drive, what you represent. This is sim drifting. This is sim racing. We are here, and we are not going anywhere. Ethan Minima is going to be leading. Austin Zalewski giving chase. Only one can win the first ever Dreamhack Atlanta Esports Drift Association Firman Power Equipment Invitational. Who is it going to be? Your 2023 champion against your 2023 Rookie of the Year, and there could be only one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the chase position, Austin Zalewski. In the lead position, Ethan Minima. There could be only one. Here is your grand final. Ethan Minima, big angle. Austin needs to win this battle twice to take it overall. Ethan trying to put this play at the end of it now. Big angle on that initiation. Solid line. All of that white line on the outside zone, but a good lead creates a good chase. And Austin Zalewski right to the door of Ethan Minima. Could not be putting on more pressure if he tried. Ethan Minima's not having the angle over the last part of the course. Austin Zalewski trying to win 2 in a row to take the grand final win.
I think Austin Zalewski overall had a cleaner run, but he was in the chase, and technically you're supposed to be following the lead driver. Even if they go wide on that first corner, gotta be on the lead driver. But we'll see. I think a little bit of scruff from both drivers in that first run. So let's see what happens here now. Turntables are turned. We got Austin Zalewski in the lead. We got Ethan Minima in the chase. This is for all the beans, all the biscuits. Let's go. Austin Zalewski in the lead. Ethan Minima in the chase. They're ripping down the hill here at Road Atlanta. Here in Atlanta, Austin Zalewski really clean on the lead run. Ethan Minima leaving a little bit of a gap, but mimicking Austin perfectly. Let's see here up at the top of the keel again. Coming on in. Austin again, slow it down a little bit. Ethan Minima, oh, really slow transition from him. We're going to have to look at that in the replay. But Austin Zalewski, what an awesome lead run for him. Really just on it, doing amazing the entire time. So let's take a look at run 2, Keenan.
Again, if Austin wants to win this outright, he needs to win this battle. That resets the bracket, and then needs to win again. If Ethan wins, it's over. Then he will be your 2023 Dreamhack Atlanta Firman Power Equipment Esports Invitational paragraph-long title champion. As, again, solid job in the chase, but Austin, his strength this season was lead runs and qualifying, and you're seeing why right there. Ethan Minima maybe dropping a little bit of angle there. I'm not sure if it was enough to zero Joe, but it was definitely a deduction, I would say, from the Hashira driver. I believe the Hashira driver. Everyone's changing teams in the opposite. I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah, but an amazing showing from both drivers. Definitely now there are things for the judges to pinpoint and look at and really weigh. Is this worth this? They're going to be looking at everything. But what a great run. A little bit of scruff from both drivers. But I think that's what happens when both drivers are pushing 11 out of 10. They just cranked that knob to 11, ripped it off. Was sometimes 10 is just not loud enough, as we've seen all day. And now I do not know. I could not tell you who would be taking this run, Keenan.
Once again, it needs to be a two-peat for Austin Zalewski. I would say this is probably the biggest fight he's had this season. Ethan could, I want to say, play upset, but he's only been getting better. And once again, your Rookie of the Year, he's got a round win this year as well. An excellent season for that driver. There can be only one. As Joe said as well, thank you to Firman Power Equipment for having us out here. Thank you to everyone else who's come around the booth. If you are coming today, if you are here and you can hear me, say hi to me and Joe. Say hi to anybody with an Esports Drift shirt on. We would love to explain the thing that we love the most in the world to you and explain sim drifting as an esport as well. If you're familiar with fighting games, it is so similar in terms of format. It's similar in terms of story, how the drivers drive against each other. It is basically FGC with cars.
It really is. And what a run from both drivers. Every battle today has been amazing. Really just, there's been electricity in these battles all day. So I'm hearing something. So we do have a judging call. Who's going to take it all today, Keenan? Hey, you have the honors. Let's go.
Once again, Austin needs to win this battle twice. Ethan, if he wins, it's over. Slide him left for Ethan Minima in the Toyota A986. Austin Zalewski on the right. We have a one more time call from Sela. One for Ethan Minima and Gavin. Grizz has the deciding vote. We are going one more time here, ladies and gentlemen, at Dreamhack Atlanta. The best thing that drifting has to offer. We are doing it again. So Austin has not reset the track. Austin still needs to win twice. Basically everything you just saw, remove that from your mind and let's roll it all over again.
If I had to see two drivers and both drivers know they had a little bit of dirt behind their ears on this one. So they're going to go take some virtual tires really quick, maybe sip on their little drink. They are not Kimi Räikkönen. They do get a drink today as we are getting ready to go here. Let's see as we are here again. Battles version 2 here. So Ethan Minima in the lead. Austin Zalewski in the chase. Let's see what happens here as they are lined up and ready to go for their OMT battle.
The fight is over, but the war is not. Austin Zalewski still has a mountain to climb. Ethan Minima is going to try and reset from those minor mistakes and put the final nail in the coffin. Austin Zalewski in the chase, Ethan Minima on the lead. Welcome to grand final battle number 1. That is not a good entry from Austin at all, and that's unfortunate because Ethan had his best entry of the day. Up the hill now, we're going to need to see some pressure. Side by side, door to door, as Austin Zalewski knows it's all on the line now. If he drops this battle, it's over. All the pressure on Ethan Minima. He could be putting blue paint on the side of that car. And another one. Hey, how you doing over the line? Austin Zalewski with the mistake, but then the chase run of the day.
I do have to say, I think Austin Zalewski now has to throw the craziest lead run. Try to throw Ethan Minima off his game anyway, because my gosh, golly gee willikers, Keenan. I think Ethan Minima had the lead run of his day. If he can do anything close to what he did in the chase now, I think that he might have this in the bag. And a gentle reminder, Ethan Minima has not lost yet today, so if he loses this battle, he does get to go again up against Austin Zalewski too. So let's see what happens here. Austin Zalewski in the lead, Ethan Minima in the chase. Maybe the final run of the day. Austin Zalewski, a way better initiation as Ethan Minima trying to get any proximity. Will he have the same proximity as Austin Zalewski coming to New York? He kind of does not, but I think Austin Zalewski might be fearing for that initiation on run number 1. Austin Zalewski looking amazing through the final half of the track, and Ethan Minima finishing right on that door. I don't know, Keenan. I don't think Austin did good enough, so let's take a look at this run number 2. Let's see how Ethan Minima really did in the chase, because I think that's going to be the most important part of this battle.
Again, we're taking a look at the second run before the first run. The first one, I think, is going to have the incident that makes or breaks this battle. Well, if Ethan wins, it's over. If Austin wins, the bracket is reset and they are on even keel. This is played into Ethan's hands because not only does he have this slight advantage over on the first run, but he had a whole other battle basically in his pocket. No nerves, which is normally where you see these mistakes form, is a little bit of pressure, a little bit of nerves. That again, we said it a little bit earlier, this is the FGC of the motorsport world. How you drive against each other in mind games and pressure and all that kind of stuff is so similar to something like Street Fighter or Guilty Gear or whatever fighting game that you prefer to play. It's so similar. The only difference is there's a lot more smoke and dudes with backwards hats. That's basically about it.
Oh, I have to agree with that, Keenan. Again, most of drifting, I would argue, most of competitive drifting is nerves, and we do have a judging call. And let's see, this is for everything. Let's see what we have. Again, if he loses one, he does get another battle due to the double elimination standing. So let's see which judge will put it in their judgment first. We have one for Ethan from Sela. We have 2 from Gavin. So Ethan Minima does take the win. Grizz goes unanimous decision. Ethan Minima taking it all, going home with the win. An easy drive today for Ethan Minima. It was double elimination and he didn't even need it. He just brought it all the way home from the first battle. As we're getting on here, oh my gosh, so Keenan. Ethan Minima taking the win. Austin Zalewski in second and Nico Celia in third today. What an amazing battle today from all of our awesome top 8 drivers. And again, a big thank you to everybody that has brought us here, supported us here. Firman Power Equipment, amazing people. Dreamhack Atlanta has been awesome. Thank you to Next Level Racing and Moza Racing. And let's see, are we going to do some driver interviews today, Keenan? Is that what's going on?
I'd love if we don't have a chance to talk to Ethan. His teammates are literally standing behind me, so I do want to hear from one of them if they have got time. But again, they've been working our booth, live coaching from both Poseidon and Taps here today. But Ethan with a dominant performance, the performance I would say of the season for him. Austin doing a killer job. He did everything he possibly do, but unfortunately it just was not enough. That uncharacteristic mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress enough how far this esport has come in the last couple of years. We are sitting in front of a packed house for StarCraft, a packed house for CIO, and we are showcasing not just for ESDA, not just for everybody who supports us, Firman, Next Level Racing, Moza. If it wasn't for both of those, we wouldn't have a rig and a wheel here for people to test this out. For sim drifting as a whole, whoever you choose to support, your driver, your organization, this is huge for us as a community. This is huge for us as a sport, for the sport of drifting as well. And I could not be happier to represent both with me, Joe, Harold, Initial Die, and everybody here. I hope that everybody watching at home had a great time. It's a little bit shorter as we are gonna get the boys out here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. A like 6, how many cars we got here? 6, 8, 6, 4 as our top 4. Nico Stalia with his first podium. Year, he's going to carry that confidence and that momentum throughout the offseason. Another win for Ethan Minima, another strong performance for A to Z Austin Salewski, and Samuel Guns, I think, with his drive of the year as well.
Yeah, and really, what an amazing run. We're happy to see some trains today as well. All of the drivers, it's just so awesome to see everyone just having fun. People are doing 360s everywhere. There's just culture everywhere, and what an amazing thing as we're finding out if we're going to get some driver interviews from our top 3 today. And again, everyone's just having an amazing time. Everyone's driving just amazing. Everything today has been nothing but excellent as we're going to work out some things. I think people are too busy driving and having fun to be doing interviews right now. I really have no idea. And again, just what an amazing tournament today, Keenan. Okay, as I'm getting word from our man on the street, we are not doing any interviews today, I think. So again, thank you so much for everybody here. And Keenan, do you want to say it? Do you want to have a quick word before we get out of here?
So I think we're gonna talk to somebody. And again, if nobody on voice chat wants to talk to us, I will go grab one of our coaches to talk today. So I think they could probably describe this better than we could. Ladies and gentlemen, in the booth with us right now. Joe showed me his phone to showed us who's in the booth and then walked away immediately.
Yeah, right?
Hold on, I have cheat codes. I can figure this out.
As we have Kevin Ryan out here, driver of the beautiful
this guy.
RX-7. This guy, how are you doing today, man? How was competing today?
I'm spent.
Yeah, right? I can totally relate to that. And what amazing driving today. And again, this all came together last second. So did you do anything fun to practice, or did you just say, I'm just going to show up and send as hard as I know how to?
I'm just going to kill everyone.
Yep, you got the right approach for sure. Keenan, do you have any beautiful questions, you beautiful man?
Yeah.
Kevin, I mean, I've been trying to put as much stress. We've been taking videos and stuff here. As far as I know, either we're one of the first or the first people to be able to represent this sport at a major gaming event. What does this mean to you to be a part of it?
I mean, it's big for everyone, you know, not just the driver, not just the staff, but just sim drifting in general. It's for everyone, you know. Everyone from the outside of the community can see what we have to offer, you know. I think that's the best way to put it.
That we really do know it is a growing tide raises all boats, and I think today we had a tsunami of a run. So really, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of that, Kevin. And I cannot wait to see you next season, man. I cannot wait for next season right now.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Okay, and let's see, who else do we have? I don't know. As I think we're getting ready to wind on down here, unless any other drivers really want to have a conversation with us. So I want to say a quick thank you to every single person. Wait, no, we're getting more drivers in here. Maybe, yes, we are, as we have Samuel Guns Keenan. The microphone, let's see what's happening.
Sam Guns, 4th place. I know it's not the step on the podium you wanted, but you still had a heck of a day, man. How was it for you out there?
Oh, dude, the event, the vibe was impeccable.
A man, a few words.
Sorry, I was concentrating. Dude, the support from my team and everything has been amazing. The Yellow Speed guys, I can't say enough good things about them, you know? There's so much sportsmanship too. Like, we were all in VC just vibing. It was great.
As we have Samuel Guns, he's trying to drive and talk to us right now. A multifaceted man of talent. And again, yes, I have to agree with you, man. Today's energy has been unlike any other drift comp I've ever witnessed or been a part of. And I'm so glad that you were here to be a part of that too. So do you have anyone you want to thank? Do you have anything, final parting words for today?
Yeah, man. ESDA for hosting, bro. Insane. Yellow Speed, Vosan. God, Big Country Labs. This is sketchy.
Oh, we're gonna make everyone do their interviews while driving from now on. This is amazing to me.
Oh, it's just everyone. Amazing.
This has been amazing.
Man.
Yeah, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's. I don't think I've been able to speak to you directly all season, but you've been one of the dudes that showed up to basically everything, every media day, everything. You've been such a good sport, and I hope that everybody in that voice call knows what this means. We talked to Kevin a little bit, but I hope everyone in that voice call knows what this means, not just for ESDA, not just for us, but for Sim Drifting, man. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your night.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And I think we might have one more interview. Yep. Let's see here. Who else is here now? As Dai is moving people around, Harold McKinney, the founder of ESDA. And here we have Cameron Mustard, driver of the excellent R32.5. Cameron, amazing driving today. How are you feeling?
Hi, feeling good. It's not my favourite track, so I was just going in for it every single entry. So I was, so as you saw, just reverse entries every single time.
It looked sick every time. I was excited.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about the outcome of my battle results. I wasn't, but so just thought to send it, and that's it.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad to hear that our competitors today too. Everyone just wanted to show up and drive as hard as they can. You have anyone you want to shout out today?
I mean, guess my Instagram, Cams_drift. That's pretty much, that's all I've got to shout
My man
out.
was with the self plug. I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, man. I always support that kind of feeling. So again, Cameron, it's been awesome to watch you drive all season. It's been awesome to have you drive today. I am so happy to have you. I am so happy to have you here today and be a part of this with all of us. So again, thank you so much. An amazing driving today, man.
Thank you. See ya.
Before you head out, man, I asked Kevin the same thing, and I mean, every time I ever get a chance to talk to, I want to ask him this. I know you drive all over the sim, you participate in a lot of stuff, but considering where we are and what we're doing, what does today mean to you?
It's a really big step forward for sim drifting. It's not really that as mainstream as other sim racing, like F1 or stuff like that. So it's really good to get a really good giant leap forward, get more exposure to sim drifting. So I'm really excited to what it said.
Oh, for sure, man. This has been a huge thing. So thank you again so much. Awesome driving. Yep.
Thank you. See ya.
As we're gonna see who is next, it is Keenan's favorite person. So Keenan, take it away. You get this interview.
I'm Nico Stilia's biggest fan, and it's not even close. Maybe his parents. I'm a solid number 3. How are we doing over there in Spain tonight?
We might have a dead Mike. There he is. I see him talking. Nico, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling very good.
That is excellent. Amazing driving today, really. And how are you feeling about how you did today, my guy?
I'm feeling very good. I do a shot.
No, you drove amazing. And I know over here in the announcing booth, we are both some of your biggest fans, man. You've been driving amazing all season, really. Do you have anyone you want to thank today? And anyone you want, you can thank anyone.
Thanks to my family, thanks to my team, and yeah, thanks to ESDA.
Okay, well, really, no, thank you, man. Amazing driving today, and I'm so glad that you were here to be a part of it with us. So, thank you. Amazing driving today, and I cannot wait to see what things you do in the future, Nico.
Gracias, amigo.
Gracias a ti.
Yeah, have a lovely day. Amazing driving, and we will definitely see you at next season here at ESDA, man.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. And here we go. We have Austin Zalewski, A to Z in the booth. Austin, how are you feeling today, man?
Feeling pretty good. It was a fun event. Shout out to everyone won against.
It really was an excellent day for sure. You drove amazing today, man. Just like Control C, Control V runs almost. How are you feeling about that? Do you have anyone you want to thank?
Once again, shout out to everyone I drove against. It was a really fun event, pretty clean event, and shout out to my team OTM. And that's about it.
All right, brother. I asked everybody the same question here today, and I want to hear it from you as well. We're here. Like I've been saying, I've been taking pictures all weekend. We're right in front of the two of their bigger stages for Counter-Strike and StarCraft with sim drifting. What does being a part of this event from the driving side mean to you?
I think it's everyone's dream who kind of steps into, I guess, the esports scene to hopefully compete in a real event like a Dreamhack one day. And it just means a lot that I got a chance to do that finally.
Man, especially you being our champion and watching you drive for the last year, I'm very grateful, and we couldn't have picked up one of the better dudes to help represent the sport. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon.
Thank you guys too.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And I believe we have one final interview for the day. Our winner today, Ethan Minima, coming on in. Bring him on in here. Bring him on in. We got Di on the ones and twos behind our voice chat. And now here we go. Ethan Minima with the most cursed and blessed car at the same time. How are you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling great, dude.
Glad to hear that. Really amazing driving today. You made it look easy. So, anyone you want to thank today?
Hey, as requested, my general manager, Nolan Stanley. He's the best. Got any problems? Go to that guy. He's that guy. You got Suzuki Auto Body making the cars, Damon, illustrations, all that stuff. CM, all that. Everybody just helping me get out here and perform the way I do.
Oh, for sure. And I think Keenan's been asking everyone the same question. So, Keenan?
Yeah, I guess it's important to me, right? But you won the event. You came in here with the winner's bracket advantage, but we are so central in the middle of Dreamhack Atlanta right now. We've had a bunch of people coming by asking questions, not only about you, but about the ESDA and sim drifting. What does not only participating, but winning this event mean to you driving at home?
It means everything, man. Just seeing the sport and like everybody that's involved with it just getting more advanced and more popular as time goes on is just like, it's a great thing to see as somebody who's been in the community for a little bit, just, you know, doing these little comps and just getting the word out, you know, telling people all that stuff. So just being able to get out here, get the opportunity to drive for this event with such nice and, you know, skilled drivers is just absolutely a blessing.
Thank you so much, man. Really, it has been amazing, and I'm so glad that you were here to go on this journey with us. So again, congrats on your win, man. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you here next season.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. So, Keenan, I think we're winding down. I think we're getting ready for the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm about to throw my voice out, so normally I try to save it for the final, but I just yell for a solid 2 hours. A lot of these, I'm not sure if we're done talking to people. I feel like Dai's gonna probably want a few words, and I feel like because he's been here for so long, he's got the right to. So I'll say my piece before he gets to say his. I've been in this community for over a decade. I have moved on a little bit from sim drifting in terms of content, but I owe this community everything. I wouldn't be in this seat. I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for everybody that from Forza Swirlies here from DIS. I owe everybody here so much, and just to see something that I thought about in my head in high school 15 years ago. Well, wow, wouldn't it be cool if we got to see some sim drifting at a like Dreamhack or some sort of esports event? And not only that, but everybody's swinging by the booth, everybody's asking questions, and just to be playing something that we all have so much passion and so much love for. Thank you to everybody who watched and participated for believing in us. Thank you to Firman Power Equipment for letting us represent the sport that we all love so much. Thank you to everybody who's helped behind the scenes. Shadow Realm stepped up big and helped us with the judging today as well, and they've been working with us for the last back half of the season. It's been a treat. A wonderful, wonderful group of guys. I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch of people. Next Level Racing, we wouldn't have a rig if it wasn't for them. I mean, we could get, not only be able to show them the best drivers in the world, but give them a chance to experience it themselves in their own hands. Same thing with Moza Racing. Very smooth. Got to drive an R9 for the first time this weekend. It was a game changer. But just being here, the community vibe has been so different. We've been in Airbnb together, and to be able to put this to names, it's been I'm spoiled to be here. And I'm going to try to get Dai on this mic, not on his phone mic, so you can sound a little bit better. But ladies and gentlemen, I think to close out the show before I yell at you one more time is the only one whose back hurts more than mine does, and it is Harold McKinney and initial Dai. Dai, here you go, bud.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? I'd like to thank everybody that watched. I thank the drivers that came out to watch. I would like to thank Firman, Jason's on his way here from Firman.
He was ready to chill out for the day.
Yes, he's getting interviewed right now. That's okay, but yes, thank you to Firman for sure.
Hey, from Firman Power Equipment, we just want to say thanks to the ESDA for being out here and sponsoring this event in our booth. Really fun to have all the racers out here and see some people with some serious skills.
And again, thank you for having us. Thanks for taking a chance on us, and it's been awesome hanging out all weekend with you guys. And couldn't imagine a better group of dudes to spend the weekend with. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, but hopefully not the last time, signing off from Dreamhack. Oh, no, okay. Speak to me, man.
I want to thank all the rest of our sponsors from Next Level Racing, from Private Rig for today out here for the whole weekend. Also thank Moza Racing for providing the direct drive basis for today. And also, and most important, Firman as always. And also Dreamhack for getting, for having this opportunity to do one of the biggest esports events in the world. So yeah, I enjoyed it today, and I can't wait to wait for tomorrow to finish out. And yeah, thank everybody.
To everybody within earshot or anybody on the way to the venue tonight, we are still giving away a Zero E power generator from Firman Power Equipment valued at $3,000. Jump in our rig. We have 2 pro coaches. The guy who won the event, it's his teammates that are here. So, I mean, that's why he won, because the 2 people who could have beat him were helping out other people. This has been a dream, Joe. I don't know if you have anything you want to say.
I just want to say again, I'm fairly new to the sim drifting world compared to everyone, but what an amazing journey this has been. And again, I'm so thankful for everyone involved. We've been working so hard for this weekend in the background, and it's amazing to see finally it coming to fruition. And that's really all I got to say. So Keenan, let's send it home, man.
Final thank you to Amity, Strix, Pulsatrix. We wouldn't have had a stream today. This was all put together pretty last minute. Any LAN event that's ever happened just falls apart. So everybody a part of this team, whether I said your name or not, everyone understood the assignment, and anybody watching at home, hopefully we did you right. So signing off from Dreamhack Atlanta here at the Georgia World Conference Center. I probably got that wrong. My name is Keenan Kuzin on behalf of everybody from Esports Drift Association for the first time, but hopefully not the last time. We will see you next time here with the Esports Drift Association. Take care, be well. I love you.
Everybody, goodbye.